got some pretty good feedback for that, so that was fun. The next tutorial YouTube video will be up this Sunday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's probably going to be, it's going to be a tutorial on basic casting using alcohol. So that's going to be fun, and I will show you guys different techniques with the alcohol ink in them. My YouTube is Little Kitten Crafts, just Little Kitten Crafts, just like my handle is. And also there's a link in my flow page, which is in my bio. But the next YouTube video should be going up today, here soon, and it's going to be a vlog.
It was supposed to go up 2 hours ago.
But we had technical issues.
Yeah.
We're still figuring out this YouTube thing, guys. But we heard you. We heard you guys that you guys wanted tutorials, YouTube videos. So we're doing it. We're both doing vlogs, so you guys can kind of see like a day in the life kind of a thing, and also tutorials, things like that, so that you guys can see how I do the mischief that I do. And that vlog should be up today, and it was supposed to be just a standard day in my life, but Monday Monday was an exciting day. So the vlog went from standard day to disaster rather quickly. And yeah, that wasn't the intention, but that's what happened. So today we're going to be working on getting some tumblers finished off. This one is a peekaboo. And this one is a kind of like a beach scene that has beach please on it. And this one says, if you can dream it, you can do it. Right? I'm good at this. I'm a good person. There we go. If you can dream it, you can do it. What kind of things do I make with my resin? So I have a shop. You can check the link in the shop, but I do, thank you. I do keychains, binder faces, like journal faces, pop sockets, mask hangers, just getting into tumblers. We don't have those listed just yet because we're working on a few more to get samples ready so that we can take pictures of them and get them up. And we do, what else do we do? So yeah, we do all kinds of different things with the resin. Hey, Al, are you gonna set this up?
Well, yes. I thought you wanted me to do this next.
I don't know. You're supposed to do all the things all at the same time because you're a superhero.
And normally, yes, but we're having technical difficulty.
And we're tired. It's been such a week. Oh my gosh. Definitely took the vlog for the whole fiasco, but long story very short is we found out that we had a busted water pipe and we had to fix it. And it was exciting.
Histoka says, I don't have any money or I would buy something for you. I'm tired too. Or from you.
There is absolutely no problem with that. We appreciate the support of you being here on the live, liking my stuff, sharing my stuff, subscribing to my stuff. All super, super help.
All right.
We need to figure out a way to get that camera with this camera.
Yeah, I'm
like on the same thing.
I'm actually working on that. But
okay. Because we're streaming on both YouTube and TikTok, so
whoosh.
We've gotta figure out how to centralize the videoing. because, of course, TikTok we're doing on my phone because TikTok is a mobile app mostly. There are some workarounds that you can do on, like, computers, but most of the time, nah, it's got to be on your mobile phone. So we've got you guys, lovely TikTok people, on my phone, but then the YouTube one we're doing through a web camera through a TV, or not TV, a laptop. My new laptop, actually. Yay! My drawing tablet died a painful death and slightly caught on fire. So we had to replace it, and instead of getting a new tablet, we just bit the bullet and got a new laptop. It's 2-in-1. So it's both a tablet and a laptop. And that's because when the tablet died, it also slightly killed the laptop port. So it was all the fun. It was all the fun things. Showing that belly off.
No.
Demonetized.
Good grief.
Good grief. Demonetized.
Get your mind out of the gutter. And so it says, I was trying to put from you, not for you. And they say, I'm the only viewer, so I'll stay and be with you. Well, you know, you never know. Actually, the little live count on how many viewers is wrong a lot. We really often have people talking in the comments who supposedly don't exist, and comments that are being typed, not actually showing up, and all kinds of stuff.
That being said, we appreciate you staying.
Yeah, thanks for staying. Glad you stopped
like
by
us
and
enough to stay.
hang out, yeah.
Some more light going on here, so we can actually see what's going on. What's going on? We'll see how long it takes for me to anger the YouTube gods, because I am a walking, talking, like, I'm a walking, talking radio. So there's no telling what songs are just going to explode out of my head at any point in time. All of which are copywritten, and while the TikTok universe doesn't necessarily care about copyright yet, I say yet, YouTube for shizzle does. Probably someone on my Etsy.
And Stoka says you're welcome.
All right, so let's see. Other updates. I got a new resin to use on my tumblers, and I'm really loving it. It's the Pro Art resin. Nothing is sponsored, by the way, because I am not important enough to be sponsored, honestly. So yeah. And since one of my friends is not here right now, wahaha, I can show off her stuff that I've made for her Tumblr that she doesn't know she's getting. Ha ha ha. So, Faded Spectre Cosplay. She's a good friend of the family, but also she's been super supportive of my channel and of my shop since we first opened. We've actually done some custom work for her, and I have made her her own tumbler, and this is the vinyl that's going on it. And then the tumbler itself. Oh my Lord.
No. You almost knocked me.
No, I don't. Bye.
Next time you bump into something, go just stop moving. just no more. Stop.
Stop. What the hell are you about?
Wait a minute.
Get my pretty name out of your mouth. Anyway, so this is. Sorry, I didn't mean to ruin everything.
You ruined everything.
I totally just tripped on the tripod.
The tripod that is always right there.
Yep. I am a smart person and people say good things about me.
I mean, they do.
I was trying to make sure that I don't have 47 layers of cleavage going on.
I mean, good luck.
Anyway, so this is her tumbler. And once I put another layer of resin on this, this is really going to pop as this holographic red. And then after I put another resin layer, then I'll put her vinyls on and then another resin layer. But it's kind of got this dark silver, black, maroon look to it. And then I kept this part not painted because it's going to be like a moon behind the tree. So yeah, super excited.
All right. Ahsoka says, I trip on things a lot.
Me too. Welcome to the club. Do you want to redirect them to...
If you're ready.
I am ready. I am ready and raring to get going. Whoosh. Okay, kids, whenever we're doing things with resin, we always believe in safety. That means that we wear gloves and we wear a respirator mask that has protection against organic vapors. This is a 3M mask. If you go to my YouTube channel, the first video, I actually talk more about this and even have a link to this exact mask and filters. Again, not sponsored by anyone ever. What's up?
Nothing.
Did you redirect them?
What? No, you were doing your
Ow. Pulling out
safety
of my hair.
briefing.
They're pulling out of my hair because I need to replace my mask.
Guys, it's fine.
So it's going to sound a little weird for those of you who don't know, because I'm now wearing a respirator mask and my voice sounds weird when it goes through the respirator. But this is so I don't croak and die, because death is good to avoid.
Marquise Ring says, same! They agree.
Good.
Let's see. Do, 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 do.
Two. Okay. So this is a 1-to-1 resin, and I'm going to need approximately 40 milliliters to cover both of these in a nice thick glossy coat. So I'm going to put 20 milliliters of part B and 20 milliliters of part A and mix them together.
Marquising says, hi, Alex. You talking to me, Alan? Close enough. Hello. If you're talking to me, welcome. And Ahsoka says, that's so cool that it moves the cups on the wood thing.
So you need a turner when you're doing tumblers because resin self-levels. So if you're not having it constantly turn, the resin will just literally slough off the cup and onto the work surface below. And you need a returner that moves rather slow. I believe this moves at like 7 rotations per minute. So a classic rotisserie motor is what these are typically made out of. And you need that because otherwise the resin will not stay on the cup evenly. You won't get a nice even coat, and you won't be happy with your end results. So I put my 20 milliliters of part A and 20 milliliters of part B into my cup, and then you mix them. You want to try to mix them so that you don't get a lot of air bubbles in, but this resin does seem to work its bubbles out, which is nice. I have found that while working with tumblers, you got to be careful about the viscosity or thickness of your resin, because if it's too thin, like my Let's Resin, which I love for casting so very much. This is my Let's Resin. I love it so very much for casting. But it's a little bit too thin for my tumblers, and I will get what's called fish eyes, where the surface tension doesn't hold, and so it splits. And it's not pretty, and we want it to be pretty.
Cooper's Custom Cast says, love Let's Resin.
Yes. I am not.
Ooh.
I told you this thing is going to be problems. I am not sponsored by Let's Resin, but I do have an affiliate link.
Push character.
I have. I pushed it really hard inside. The thing is, it's too long.
What's too long?
This is too long.
This is too long?
Yeah.
All right, I'll fix that.
Yes, I love Let's Resin. I love their glitters. I love their mica powders. I love their everything, basically. It's just that their epoxy resin doesn't play nice with tumblers. It's a little too thin, which is fine because I do a lot of casting stuff too, which is why I just literally just got a box in for 4 gallons. Right now, if you act quickly, Let's Resin actually has gallon cases. They normally only go up to 32 ounce for their 1-to-1 epoxy, but right now they have 64 ounce, and I got really excited and I purchased 4.
It's like a lot cheaper when you get the large.
The larger the container, typically the cheaper the resin is. What's up? Can I not see?
No, the camera doesn't like being attached to your phone at quite that angle, but I think I got it. Cool. I am currently rendering the video that was supposed to go up on YouTube 2.5 hours ago. I had gotten to almost this point at around 3 o'clock, 3:30, and Resolve crashed and corrupted my project, and I had to start completely over. And considering I started editing at about 9:30 this morning, I was
Forlorn.
Yeah.
He almost cried.
I had to take like 10 minutes. I was so upset. It was almost 6 hours of work.
Yeah. It was a super big bummer.
And it's one of those things, like I had a bunch of other stuff I wanted to do today, and I had people messaging me all day like, hey, you want to come play games with me? I'm like, yes, but I'm busy. Maybe I'll do it in just a bit. I'm almost finished with my project. Crash. Explode. Burn. Oh.
So So I'm using my heat gun just to slightly heat up the resin to get it a little more slack so that the bubbles that were introduced while mixing can more easily, there we go, work out of the resin. Word's good, y'all. I do good words. Are you putting down that thing?
Yes, I was waiting for the thing to heat up.
Cool. We use a, what is it called? A styrofoam cutter? A hot cutter?
It's a hot wire.
It's a hot wire.
I'll show you. I'll show you here. Hang on. Maybe.
Okay. It stinks, but this is fine. I'm on the respirator.
Dang. Hang on. Cord's not long enough. Well, you guys don't get to see it work this time because the cord's not long enough.
So this cup is practically done. I'm just adding a final layer of resin just to seal in the, y'all are gonna have to bear with me. My words-in is not good today. I am not the smart person today. Sealing in the vinyl. So I'm adding a nice thick coat of resin to seal in the vinyl so that, you know, they won't have any risk of losing their vinyl as the tumbler goes home to its permanent home and it's a home to be happy in. Actually, this one's going to my mom because she absolutely loves oceans. And needless to say, she hasn't really been able to do much traveling recently, you know, because of things being as they are. We don't speak of it, though. These people don't like hearing about it. They come here to escape. So thanks, there.
Oh, I'm just gonna leave it here
Okay.
because I don't want to get in your way.
There. He's learned his lesson today already about getting in my way. I am cranky. I am a cranky person today. I love you, even though I'm cranky. So some people actually use like a makeup brush or something to put their resin on. I don't know. I like being able to feel it. Maybe eventually I'll get to the point where I can actually see it. But for right now, I still need to feel it. Feel how coated she is. Make sure that she's nice and coated up. And if not, feel where she needs more coating. What's up?
That is very quiet.
What is very quiet?
The YouTube mic.
Oh.
Da, 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 da.
So the mic on the TV on the thingy?
Yeah.
Or is it not? Is it needing a splitter?
No, it's auto adjusting to be quieter. But I don't want that.
Right.
Stab it.
Maybe she's just getting confused because of the respirator.
Stab it.
Yeah. Yeah. So I've put approximately 10 milliliters on this. This is a 12-ounce cup. And about a milliliter an ounce is a good rule of thumb for doing a coating on a tumbler, just to get it a nice coat to it. I'm adding a little bit more, just trying to get to that 12 milliliters of resin on the 12-ounce cup. But that's all an approximation. It varies depending on the shape of the cup. Obviously, one that's more curvy is going to have more stuff on it than one that's just straight up and down, like a slim, versus a curve. But you know.
Estoka says, I saw someone use their hair to spread resin.
I mean, Alan's put his hair in resin before, but he didn't suggest it. He found that it was very sad times.
It took a really long time to get out of my hair again. I suppose if you had hair that you were about to cut off, or hair that you had already cut off and was turning into a brush.
Or you're that chick that wants to put super glue in her hair. You know? Resin, super glue is like the same thing. Probably the same process to get it off.
I mean, it's epoxy, so technically it's like really close to the same thing.
Plastic.
Because super glue is in fact an epoxy.
There. No. Yeah. There we go. I prefer my tumblers to be turning this way just because they're next to each other. And if I'm trying to spread here, I just know my hand's going to go right on that tumbler. So I'm on purpose making sure that they're turning this way, clockwise, because I am right-hand dominant. So once again, I'm going to be adding epoxy and smoothing it over. So with this one, what I did was I did a layer of paint, and then I did a layer of glitter. Then I did a layer of epoxy. Then I did another layer of paint, and then I used alcohol inks to color it in this kind of cool, marbly, tie-dye looking thing. And then I did, but first I put vinyl on. First I put vinyl on so that I could make the design a peekaboo. And this is where we landed. I like it. I think it's cool.
Estoka says, I have to go water plants. I'll be back right after, I promise.
Cool. See you then. Tell your plants hi from us. Because, you know, guys, talking to plants makes them grow better. It's actually been proven. For multitudinal reasons. One, because you're releasing more carbon dioxide, which is what plants breathe. But also because when plants have sounds around them, especially at certain decibels, they naturally grow more. Is them thinking that there is bugs around that's going to eat them. So to protect themselves from getting killed by that, they produce more flowers or leaves, depending on the plant and its bug that it thinks you are. This is just one of the many examples of random stuff I have in my head for no reason. Just because I found it interesting someday.
Also, people that talk to their plants tend to pay more attention to their plants, and when you personify or anthropomorphize your plants, you tend to think about them differently and therefore take care of them better.
So has anyone been watching any good TV shows recently? By TV, I of course mean not TV. Because who watches TV? Nobody. Who is she that watches TV? Not me. I am primarily a Netflix girl. I do occasionally dabble in older stuff that can't be got on Netflix, in which case I have to like get it on Vudu or something and watch it there. But normally I'm mostly a Netflix girl. And, I've been watching Ripper Street, which is kind of cool. I'm on the last season of it. So who knows what I'll watch next. It's always the dreaded curse, right? You binge a show and then it's gone, and then you're like, but what do I do now? What do I do with my life now? It's gone. I don't understand. What is life? No, not really. But, it is a thing. Like, you're like, okay, but what do I do now? Like, now that my show that's been occupying. I know a lot of people went through that with WandaVision. I did not watch WandaVision for several reasons, one of which we got rid of Disney Plus because they were going up on their price, and I don't know. I never really used it because, they like kitty stuff. I used it some. I watched the Mandalorian ones, but, like, I love horror movies and stuff like that, and there wasn't any on Disney Plus, which is not entirely accurate. Disney has some more adult things. I mean, technically they own Deadpool. Hello. And they were like, no, we're never having Deadpool on here. And I'm like, but why? So I wanted to see stuff like that. I also kind of wish that Universal would come out with one kind of like Disney Plus, because then you'd get access to all the Harry Potter films. And I've been really aching to want to watch all the Harry Potters and just binge them and the Fantastic Beasts all at once. All right. So I put about 20 milliliters on this cup. It's a 32 ounce, but again, 30 is just kind of like a rule of thumb. It's not raw. And it's sufficiently covered. So next what I'm going to do is just a little bit. You want to do it, but you only want to do like some of it because you don't want to break your surface tension. But you just want to kind of lightly heat it up. Just get rid of all the bubbles. It really allows it to become a nice even surface. So literally, that's it. You don't want it any hotter than that or any longer than that, because then you're gonna make it too slack and then it's gonna run away. And then you're gonna be sad because your resin's gonna be off your cups, fisheying and doing all kinds of weird stuff. And we don't want that. So just give her a once over or twice over. Make sure that everything looks smooth. If it doesn't, if you see something that looks a little weird, smooth her out. It's okay. You can still touch her. She's not going to fight back. Tumblers are kind of one of those things where if they have an uneven surface below, they're going to have an uneven surface above, if that makes any sense. So you want to try and make sure that each level, each round is level. And that is harder than it sounds, especially when you're doing stuff like peekaboo or you're doing stuff like glitter, because all of that causes unevenness to happen. You don't want it to be uneven. You want her to be even. So it's kind of this give and take. You gotta give what you want to give to get her to look the way you want her to look, but still make sure that she can be what you need her to be, which is a nice tumbler. So there we go. I think that's good. Alright. So then we're just going to slide these lovely things back out of the way. My also handsome assistant is going to bring me another surface with which to work on.
Going. Where's the...
You think it's behind your ass?
But no,
Okay.
I want this one.
Oh, okay. Do I have stuff for the mold? I don't remember having stuff for the mold,
Maybe,
but it might
I
be.
don't know.
Who knows? I might. Gone forever.
Here's the surface.
Thank you.
His focus says I'm back now. I just got back, but my aunt told me to get off my phone now. Sorry. Well, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, no worries. Better play your aunt.
See you next week.
Yes. Bye.
Yes, you do have a couple things.
Do I? I have things for the mold. What just fell? Sure, it's not important. Something just fell. I have no idea what it was, though.
Oh well, it's gone now.
Right? So it looks like I have a nice, pretty little, kind of black and white. This is a straw topper. So the two sides get glued together and it slips on top with a straw. And these can, of course, be customized. People's names on it or business logos or whatever. And then these, whenever I have excess resin, I put it in these little molds here so that I don't go to waste. And then when people order from my shop, they get little cute freebies, which y'all can't see. So we're going to take them up here. And we're going to get it to focus. Maybe. Little baby bears. then this is the straw topper that I was talking about. You need lights with that. Like the camera needs the light on or something. So I have to be alone. And this cleanup. I guess you don't want me using this tonight, do you?
Well,
The thing for the thing.
probably not, because we need to record the thing for the thing, and
Right.
we can record better not like this.
So take that. It still needs to be cleaned. I'll just do it tomorrow,
Right.
though.
Sounds good.
No, we'll do a different thing. We'll do journal. So shall we do resin? What do you think, hon? Good talk.
Wait, do we have any orders?
Good thing for the thing.
Just the thing for the thing, no other orders.
Good talk.
I don't know, hon.
Good talk.
I mean, we can get more. You could record whatever you're gonna record for the casting tutorial, because we could do that.
This is live. Because people are going to watch it live here.
Okay, not too many people, but that's fair. Yeah, I guess.
Okay, feel better.
No, I mean, like, compared to how many people are gonna see it on YouTube.
Oh, that's slightly better.
Okay.
You love me.
That's more like.
Whew. Thank you. Wow. Look at that.
I love my new light.
Yeah. Which will also be making its debut on the new YouTube thing that's going up soon.
It's finalizing now.
Cool. So what do you guys think? What do you want to see? If there's anybody here.
There's a couple people on. Do we want to see casting or UV?
Or we could just chill, talk. What time is it?
Make funny faces. It's 7:50.
Or we could just have a short live.
I suppose that would also be fine.
How stinky is the new resin now?
Slightly less than the previous resin.
Okay. That's good. I guess, right?
Yes.
Cool. Or we could go over fails. We have those as well.
Or did I take them upstairs?
I don't think you did.
I don't know.
You weren't intending to. That doesn't mean that you didn't.
There they are.
It's been a couple of days, so I'm like, honestly.
Yeah, that's fair.
So this one was a fail because if you don't stabilize the end of the resin mold, it pushes the mold out, and so it doesn't stand up. So yeah. If you lay it flat, it's fine, I guess, but you actually like have it up, it doesn't work that well. This one, I'm having issues with some of my journal molds where they're not curing flat. So I'm ordering more molds because of that, which is why I haven't listed journal covers yet. So that's what's going on with all of these. This one I was trying out a new coaster mold, and it looked really cool until it didn't anymore. So now it's sitting in the bin waiting to be listed as a B eventually. This one, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it, but it's got a piece of plastic underneath the iridescent sticker, and like in person you can definitely see the outline of it, and we kind of hated that, so that one got rejected. The same thing happened with this one, same idea, where plastic can be seen around the sticker. Or I say sticker, it's vinyl. This one, it was set on an uneven surface when it was demolded before it had fully cured, and so it cured with a curve to it, which isn't the greatest of things. You know, it's still cute, like it's kind of Slytherin colors, but it's got a curve. She's curvy, which, you know, no body shaming here, but yeah, not so much. So the pansexual flag is like the bane of my existence. So I have this issue where whenever I try to do the pansexual flag, which is pink, yellow, and blue, it always turns into kind of like a crappy rainbow. So there are several in here that are the pan flag that I'm like, but that's not a pan flag. It's still not a pan flag. What? It's not a pan flag because they mix and it doesn't work well. This one, I demolded it too early, so the back turned all weird and textured, which, yeah, not so much. The front's pretty, but the back's awful. My husband's over there farting up a storm. Well, that's okay, because we're both wearing respirators. So we'll be fine, thank you. This little guy, he is super cute. And he is in a mold that I do for magnets, but he doesn't have a magnet in his butt because they didn't put a magnet in him because I was just trying out the mold. But he's so cute. He's a little grumpy guy. Oh, and in case you're on my Etsy and you are looking for these, the safety keychains, so Etsy, like the hand of God, swooped down and yeeted my safety keychains off. And this is the third time they've done it. I don't want them to shut down my shop just because I keep insisting on selling safety keychains. They say it's a violation of their guidelines, and technically it's true because this is a self-defense weapon. The thing that's really confusing, though, is that they have a lot of other ones listed in other shops that they don't take down, but they take mine down.
Well, and they released a thing saying this is how you specifically list this kind of thing because we understand it's not actually a weapon and that these are very popular. So here's how you list it in order to actually follow our guidelines. And I went through and very, very carefully followed all of those steps for all of our listings, and then they took them down anyway.
Yeah.
So who knows what's up with that?
So if you want one, message us, and we will make you one, and we'll do it under a custom listing. The big safety keychains are 15. The smaller ones are 12. I think the smaller ones are still up. But yeah.
Christine Beeman says hi.
Hi. But we do still do them, and we will happily still do them for you guys. We just can't list them, so it's kind of a pain in the butt.
So that's that, I guess.
Mm-hmm. So the video is going up tonight for the vlog.
It just went up.
Sweet. So the vlog just went up. If you guys want to check that out, there'll be another video posted on Sunday. That's going to be a tutorial for alcohol inks and how to use them. Then we will have vlogs up every Wednesday. We'll do the lives every Wednesday night, and we will be doing tutorials. Whoops. On Sundays. And obviously I'll still be posting on TikTok at least once a day. Also, we have an Instagram and a Pinterest, and then of course our Etsy shop, which is what all this is about, is the Etsy shop and the resin that I'm doing for the Etsy shop. Because I want to bring joy and happiness to you all. I know this live is kind of shorter than we've been doing, but honestly, it's been a week.
Oh my gosh, go watch the vlog. It's not very long, and it kind of explains.
Yeah, it's been a week.
Oh.
And we always appreciate any kind of support that we can get from you guys, whether it's being here on the live, checking out my TikToks, going and subscribing to our YouTube channel, or whatever. And obviously, if you guys want to shop our link, our shop is in my bio. It says that the link is dangerous. It's not. It's a flow page. It's safe. And I know this is a short live, but I think we're going to see you guys next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye.